Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Honorable Milton Dick from Australia, member of the Commonwealth of Pakistan. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and Assalamu alaikum. It's a great pleasure for me as leader of the Pakistan delegation to be addressing this important IPU conference in the heart of Africa, in Luanda, Angola, more so because Pakistan played a pivotal role in the liberation of Angola by supporting the MPIA during their fight against Portuguese colonialism under the leadership of Dr. Agostinho Neto, as we did in the case of South Africa, ANC, the case of Mozambique, Filimo, SWAPO in Namibia, and ZANU Patriotic Front in Zimbabwe, as well as Morocco, Tunisia, and Algeria, because we have a track record of supporting the oppressed and supporting liberation movements. Ladies and gentlemen, the theme of this year's conference is Parliamentary Action for Peace and Justice. And this is the ultimate requirement in these times, especially in Gaza and Palestine. It is a test case, not just for the IPU, not just for the international community, but for humanity at large, where after the Sabra Shatila massacre done by Israel in 1982 in Lebanon, we are seeing the worst crimes against humanity being committed under Israeli state terrorism, the carnage, the massacre, the genocide in Gaza. And unfortunately, those who do not speak up, they are complicit on those crimes. Even yesterday, hospitals were bombed. 19 hospitals have been bombed. 2,000 children have been martyred. 4,000 women have been martyred. This is something which is happening in the 21st century. We talk about Holocaust in the previous century. We talk about the massacres in Bosnia. But this is happening before our own eyes. And it is shocking that even a country like the United States of America, which talks of human rights and which talks of the rule of law, is opposing a ceasefire, which means they are allowing Israel to continue the massacre, to continue the genocide, and continue the carnage in occupied Palestine. I would like to pay tribute to the United Nations Secretary General, Antonio Guterres, who, like Mr. Pacheco, is from Portugal, when he said yesterday at the UN Security Council that what happened on October 7th, the Palestinian resistance to Israeli repression, and I quote him, was not in a vacuum. And the context is 56 years of illegal Israeli occupation, which is immoral and unjust, which is based on racial discrimination, which is based on treating them as outcasts, and the language used by the Israeli occupation authorities with 560 checkposts in occupied West Bank is simply unacceptable. And under international law, the UN Charter, resistance to illegal occupation is justified under international law. So in this regard, Mr. Chairman, we demand, Pakistan demands an end to the Gaza genocide, immediate end to the illegal Israeli occupation and blockade, which has been there for 16 years, and upholding the right of self-determination of the people of Palestine through an independent state of Palestine with Jerusalem as its capital, and also the end of Israeli desecration of the Muslim holy sites. Ladies and gentlemen, before coming to Rwanda, I was in Beijing for the Belt and Road Forum organized by China. And we see a new world opening up where there is a resurgence of Asia, resurgence of Africa, and there is connectivity, there is cooperation among 140 countries who were present in Beijing last week. We feel that is the way forward. We reject any notion of a new Cold War. We feel that in this, the 21st century, the Asian African century, the global South has to build a better tomorrow with no overlords and no underdogs. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.